Strive for perfection.
Strive for perfection. That's the goal here. 100 Thieves and Team Liquid striving for perfection in this game now as well. And its picks and bans have begun. Rumble, Jarvan, Akali, banned off.
All right, let's see if we get any kind of Soraka shenanigans in this game as well. I would say it probably should show up. I know people have been throwing around possible counters to it, and you know, a lot of teams in the LEC today, we had a lot of them let it through and lose to it. You can pick stuff to try and kill it in lane, you know, Aurelia, those types of things. They're going to jump in, go for full burst.
I gotta say, I like this 100 Thieves ban, right? They know TL's gonna hop off the Senate train. They're gonna either first pick Aphelios or force the ban here. And if TL wants to play a carry ADC, they've got to jump down to like,
I think Miss Fortune.
I mean,
Miss
Epic's
Fortune
fine. I don't think she like, yeah, she's fine, but yeah, it's not quite the same.
All right, well, they respond with a Lucian ban of their own. And there you go. You get your Xayah banned away. We think Double Lift already told us he's not going to pick Senna, so we'll pick Aphelios. And I think that it would be either MF or Varus. I actually like Varus a lot right now, too. I think Varus is being overlooked because...
Oh, my. Spoiler, it's support Senna, top lane, top down.
Look at his face. You know, he's just waiting to crack up.
Yep. TL is 0-2 on Senna.
What did he say? What do you call it? A dog?
Dog champion.
Doggy AD carry?
Yeah, a dog ADC? Yeah.
Well, woof woof, Double Lift.
We'll see how it goes. Cody Sun is actually one of the best late game, just straight up DPS marksman players in the league. Like at 25 minutes, I expect Cody just to do more than Double Lift in almost any game state. Both as players and champions combined. That's gonna be really, really awesome here. Jensen gets the last chance to pick up Orianna. Very good at the champion himself. Should look pretty nice here.
I also like second round red side picking your mid laner and then throwing mid lane bans right after this, because you'll get first shot at it and then you get to ban out counters afterwards. But they do switch it up, go for the gangplank into the Aatrox, one of Impact's favorites. He's talked about this many times. And it also lends itself towards bending your ultimate towards Double Lift and Core JJ.
So the Impact's first Gangplank game of the split. Of course, he knows the champion very, very well, but Someday is all about physical damage, melee, aggressive fighters. So third Aatrox game now in 5. Gonna bring that up to the top lane there for Someday, and as the bans come through, Qiyana is joining the ban list. I don't think that's really needed. Now, she is more of a mid laner than she's a jungler anymore, especially that Gragas picked up. You know this Gragas jungle.
Yeah.
Qiyana, I think, is dead from the jungle straight up. And so they're worried about Rhymo playing that mid.
I do still think Qiyana mid and Gragas jungle is really scary as a mid laner to play against, because that is a guaranteed 100% to 0 if they have flashes. You know, Qiyana with the Water Blade, guaranteed roots. Gragas with the flash, with Body Slam flash, guaranteed as well. So I can see definitely still respecting that as Jensen, not wanting to get snowballed on.
Expecting Lee Sin here as the final jungler that Surenfire has played so far this split. They already banned off the Jarvan. He's played so much, at least pretty much everyone bans away. Would expect to see Lee Sin gone. It's actually LeBlanc getting rid of some mid lane picks, so Shuren can feel a little bit comfortable on a pick he's already played. That has been one of the weak points of Team Liquid, is that he hasn't really felt comfortable going to a lane. He's been sitting as jungler farming. TL need a mid laner, and it can't be blind LeBlanc.
Yeah, I think I would pick jungle here first, though. Save your pick until you see everything from 100 Thieves. No reason to show your hand first. There you go, Freak. Well done. Looking at Lee Sin here for Surenfire. Possible early game moves, but Team Liquid setting up with a lot of pick and globals here. So it seems like they do want to play more of a split map into 100 Thieves that usually will like to play 5-person compositions.
Okay, so Orianna's going to come through. Syndra just won that matchup last game. We'll see. That's what TL wants to play themselves. I think it would work pretty okay here. They have decent enough damage. And Thieves now need to support pick up with Braum banned away, but pretty much everything else left up. Could be Leona, could be something aggressive. Ooh, and we have seen a little bit of Lulu once in a while. I think she's actually very strong right now, but goes over to Thresh. Well, Senna, back in the Lantern you go.
Oh, well, we get to see a lower lane matchup here. Also, I do like Thresh for not only paired with Aphelios, but also into the Tom Kench lanes. So I think it is a good last pick for Stunt. When you do have the Orianna, we saw it last game, Syndra matchup here, you can have the upper hand at level 6 looking for burst, but jungler interaction means so much. Last game we had Crown hovering topside, gets ganked early, dies in the matchup, then also dies topside when he tried to go for the 1v1 with Jizuke. So there's easy outplay room there for the Orianna, plus team play always does come into it. But certainly, once that Syndra is level 6, eyeballs on mid lane.
All right, let's take a look at this one as the lineups are complete. Team Liquid got counter pick in top lane and mid lane. They also got Surinfire on a fairly comfortable jungler in the Lee Sin for him. TL, like, in my mind, should look good on the top side as long as Surinfire can kind of shake off the stage nerves and play well with the squad.
And I'm also looking at Meteos, because Meteos is a player that has been top half of LCS always. Yeah, literally full stop right there. He's always been a top half jungler. He's had a rough start to this split, but in this particular game, I think he has a couple of options here. There are opportunities to go for Gangplank gank early on. Aatrox can push the Gangplank in, try and gain control of the minion wave with Meteos to get up there. You can actually try and punish Impact. That's very difficult to do. Impact is really good at taking top lane pressure away from the rest of the map. Meteos also has options in a Aphelios Thresh lane into trying to take down the Tom Kench, actually, of poor JJ.
Let's see what happens. We are getting ourselves into the game. Let's go. Game 2 of the day. 100 Thieves and Team Liquid doing battle. A battle at a 2-2 record so far. TL fans point at the missing jungler and say that's the reason we're still great. I want to see if they can tune themselves up. Here goes 100 Thieves.
Actually, very harmonious chants.
Yeah.
I think those two work really well together.
You know, I love how respectful our fans are to, like, let the other half, like, get their half of the chant out and say, it's so cool, it's our turn now. Yeah. Go back and forth. I appreciate you is what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Synchronized chants coming through. Synchronized river dance as well. The River King. Core JJ gets priority, though. Did Meteos place his ward yet? He did not.
Nope.
So not going to complete the early recall then. Oftentimes you see, yeah, you get your free trinket ward, then go back for the sweeper. Keeps canceling it though, so won't be the case this time around. I think he's going to hold on to it and have topside starts.
Alrighty. Looks like no crazy shenanigans at the beginning of this game. As everyone walks back to their assigned lanes, and Meteos will be able to get to whichever side of the map he wants to be on before the camp spawns. But it looks like that is an on-the-way ping to Gangplank going to invade the blue buff and say, hey, is he doing that? He is not. It's going to be a wolf start, which Meteos is allowed to be pretty safe there.
Yeah, Gragas, as far as the pro junglers right now, has one of the weakest early starts. So oftentimes in professional games, you'll see teams that have Gragas. If the opposing team has any sort of level 1, they'll go for level 1 invades and try and push him off his buffs. So Gragas players oftentimes do have to start these very small, weak camps. Meteos does that safely, but Surefire is going to find him on the buff anyway. Comes here at level 2 with red, and there's 0% chance that you can fight a Lee Sin with red buff there as Gragas. So Meteos going to have to give up priority in the jungle, as is very customary for Gragas players, unless he can get a laner come.
He's got a ward, and he can kind of track some of Surinfire's cooldowns. The shield is down. W comes in, goes for the smite fight. Oh, Meteos!
Meteos has had enough! He's pulling around on Gragas Freak.
Nicely done. Stops the counter jungle. Gets back to stuff. And Surefire can go for a gank, and Ryoma should know. He can see him, I think, right now. Oh, no. Just out of range. Now he can see him. That's a stun. That's the Q. That is a lot of damage. And oh, wow. What a gank. It forces the flash. And be careful. Next QE is a kill on Ryoma.
And the hook.
That's a hook. That's a play. Meteos. Let's go.
Well, that answers that very quickly, Freak. We had eyes on Meteos in Champ Select because he has had a rough start. He is on fire in this game. He did not have to fight the red buff Lee Sin level 2.
But he did.
He just he waited for him to do the buff for him. He lets him do the work. It's fighting smarter, not harder, Freak. He didn't fight the Lee Sin level 2. He just let him do the work on the blue buff, then steals it away, finds him with the kill here. Teamwork as Stunt roams up from the river.
Sick roam, by the way. Like, incredible by Stunt. Look at this hook.
And there are so many things in this replay.
He's so good!
Because every time you show yourself on an early gank as a jungler, you can't just turn your brain off and then go back into your own jungle like it's a safe space because it's your jungle, your side of the map.
Yeah.
Spoiler, the jungle is not a safe space, Freak.
Kobe,
you get flamed there all the time.
Kobe, I want to reclaim NA talent. Stunt is going to lead the charge on that one. That was an awesome play. We're reclaiming that hashtag. It's going to be positive this year. That was beautiful. So now 100 Thieves pushing forward. Nice bit of damage out there from Someday as well. Impact getting pushed off.
All right. Everybody take a deep breath.
I'm too hyped, Kobe. I can't.
I can tell.
I'm very hyped about this game.
I'm enjoying it.
Good, me too.
And it is 100 Thieves with a very significant lead, I would say, because it's this early in the game. And in the way that it has occurred, Stunt now going for another play, does get the Tom Kench.
That's a lot of crowd control. The play is going to be, there's the flash, there's the play back in. JJ gets the shield, gets big damage, he just barely walks away. Deadlift not really able to trade back that hard. And that is a flash down and the heal down in the bottom lane.
100 Thieves, all offense here, still looking to fire away. Meteos very active.
Oh.
Impact.
Oh, that knockup. Oh, now that is difficult to call whether or not he's going to flash on that play. Impact holds it. Someday the same.
All right, like I said, there's a lot of opportunity for this Gragas around the map. Meteos making his presence felt bottom side, burns his summoner spells off of core JJ. Gonna force Team Liquid to play a little bit more defensively down there, and Someday doing his own work, burning summoner spells on the top half and building a big minion wave.
Yeah.
This minion wave should get picked up by Impact though, because Meteos just showed bottom side, and then he went back into the jungle to farm Krug, so Impact feels very thankful that there is not a Gragas here upon arrival from that teleport to fight him on that big minion wave that was stacked up. And he'll be able to clean that up. It will result in a big CS lead for Impact, by the way.
Oh, there's a Meteos. Are they going for the play? They're going for the hook. Good sidestep by Shern. And Ryelma's at 5 HP! Oh, the shield a little bit late. Lives anyway, but now a fight in the river. 3 versus 2. Big Q damage coming across. That's the double root. That is a whole ton of pain. The double flay. Meteos flash follow. Core JJ is going to be caught down as well. 100 Thieves 2-0.
Stunt and Meteos combining on so many plays in this game. Cody's son also had Gravitum on Aphelios, so they're able to get the chase down. Dragon will be acquired off of that river play, and Stunt is bloodthirsty.
Oh, get this one as well. There's the flash. The hook. Oh, it's just wide. Doublelift kept going left, predicted a hook juke, and Doublelift had the mind games going. Gets away.
All right, here's another play. Stunt going for the opening hook, but since Meteos is here and they have Aphelios coming up, big key difference there. Cody's son walked his way up to the fight. Doublelift is farming the minion wave down on the bottom of your mini-map that you can see, and even with the flash forward, Stunt got him with the tip of the play to secure that one, and they chase down the Tom Kench kill as well. This also results in them heading right back to lane here, pushing it up once again.
A very good early game right now for 100 Thieves, but 1,000 gold is certainly within reach for Team Liquid's side. Fans can stay safe. The top side of the map actually going incredibly well. Impact with counterpick is up 11 CS. He's got that Sheen done already. The fight continues. Good damage for Someday, but Impact's not really being pushed off the wave. Eats the oranges, can land a Q when he needs to. Gets the grasp health back up, but he's back to winning that trade.
Yeah, after you use all your Qs there on Aatrox, Someday has to back off from the trade. Impact able to just start chugging on his corrupting potion. He's got biscuits upon arrival. And it's basically your game plan for the gangplank in this matchup. You sustain through it, you farm up for the early stages, and now that he's got his Sheen, you can actually trade back a lot more effectively, bigger burst damage. Plus, you actually call Lee Sin up there. Is this a counter gank opportunity? Because Shernfire is falling behind in CS. Oftentimes for me, laners too often will call their junglers and make them waste time. See if they can make anything out of this, yeah. I mean, Someday also has Flash, so This minion wave's in a bad spot for Someday, though. He really wants to be able to crash it.
Meteos right now on the Wolves. He's going to sit there and finish the camp out. Looks like a ward curve is just good enough that he's not too terribly afraid. Nice mind game around the barrel, turns it around, doesn't get the Q damage onto him, and now Meteos is heading towards the top side. Level 5 will be found by Lee Sin. Ramo towards this direction as well, and Meteos going to walk through the vision. I guess the scuttle just timed out, so not seen. Wards are gone as well. Shern is on a ward. I don't think it's on Meteos. Be the play. They're going to go for it right now. Now Shern can jump to his teammate, no problem. Lands the Q. Going to kick the shield. Core's there just in case it goes weird. And they're fine.
In case it goes weird. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
Mid lane. Mid lane's kind of weird, freak.
So, I mean, that's definitely true.
Riftail. See if they actually want to get a full reset, though. Look at the bottom side. Team Liquid did the swap, and 100 Thieves did not. So they still show Belios and Thresh on bottom side, yet Meteos is still starting this up. They're going to have to walk their entire length of the river. I think they make it in time, though.
They walked the old-fashioned way. They'd already reset a little while ago. Like, they'd already purchased items. They just simply got to push in top wave or bot wave and make Impact go down. Their Impact is TP-less. So, although now that we have the Atox recall, 100 Thieves don't outnumber them on the map, but it will still be theirs all said and done. Cody Sun grabs the last hit. Meteos picks up the trinket, and we'll see where they donate that Rift Herald.
This is the best 100 Thieves have looked all split. This split definitely, and maybe even for the majority of last split. This is such a strong opening here. With the objective control that they've been able to layer on top of winning all these skirmishes, winning the early jungle fights, Meteos completely outplaying Shernfire on the attempted invade, and the synergy with his support. This just seems like incredibly clean gameplay from 100 Thieves against our 4-time champion team.
Yeah.
Relatively without their intended starting jungler, but still.
But still good. And I need to give credit to Ryoma, who had definitely a weak start in the LCS. He actually has the objectively weakest mid-laning stats in LCS so far across 4 games. But he got counterpicked and is equal in CS against probably the best laning mid laner in the league in Jensen. And this is a step up for Ryoma, a man who even got ganked earlier on, had to burn his flash but down to 2 HP. Impressed by him stepping up here in week 3.
And since the Rift Herald's already been taken, it completely changes the dynamic of the team composition. You know, this Gangplank Impact has with the ultimate a lot less threatening as far as forcing things off of that top side objective, because Dragon is coming up in 30 seconds. And we already have the swap, so it should be a lot more stable for 100 Thieves to set up their mid game as well. Meanwhile, we actually have Someday fishing around here to see if there's any sort of intruders. He does also key place this ward really far back. And this ward goes a long way against these super mobile junglers like Lee Sin that can come at you from various different angles.
Yeah, they're trying for it.
Can they dive? Impact. Many have tried. He does have flash.
There's already a defensive barrel. This is going to be the attempt now. Impact puts the ulti down. The barrel comes in as well. A lot of crowd control. Senna ult over the top. Buys a bit of time, but Ryoma's there as well. Meteos gets out after turret aggro finishes hitting Someday. Nice coordination on the way out. Good kill.
All right. Should be able to have no response here. So turret plates on top of it. They'll be traded with topside turret plates because 100 Thieves have left the area. But because you have Rift Herald, when you break these turret plates, you get the bulwark stacking up. Rift Herald will do true damage, so you get the turret so incredibly quickly. Yeah. And they're going to rush ahead in tempo.
Really smart to summon after the first 2 plates go down. It does about 40% of turret's health. Good timing there. They finish the thing off. Clean. The Herald dies as well. The Mountain Drake drops on top. Really good stuff at 100 Thieves. 4-0. Losing only turret plates so far in this game.
Really exceptional macro here from 100 Thieves on top of the individual outplays. That's on display. That's getting them to this point. Really well thought out, and that's what we're talking about at the beginning of the season. When they announced, oh, we're bringing Meteos back, you get some veteran shot calling, you get some more experience here on stage for them, and it is paying dividends.
TSM versus Dignitas next up on the board. Talking about teams with high expectations coming in and not quite living up. TSM did have a good week too. And Dignitas, of course, off to the races. 3-1 is really exceptional for them. See how that battle turns out in about 40 minutes as 100 Thieves having a great opener here against TL.
All right, so you have to keep up the pressure. You know, when you're against an opponent of this caliber for Team Liquid that has so many options for later in the game, I want to see continued use for Meteos here of this Predator. Comes back up on the boots right now, and they can continue to force plays with it. Gragas is such a good champion, especially with Predator and Flash available, at pushing leads. He's got the burst damage already available since he's got his magic penetration and full runic echoes. And if you turn your sights towards Jensen or somebody that is far away from the Tahm Kench, then it's a much easier to actually find that pick. Even if the Tahm Kench is there as well.
Oh, that's the root. Double force a flash away. Gosh, the tail end of Gravity was enough there to land that root. And now, maybe, just wait for your top side.
And there's so many things that you threaten when you have a champion like this that has engaged potential from that range. Meteos just gonna leave the vision there, interrupts the Q, landing.
The body slam, it's ward control. 100 Thieves gets knocked that one down. Teal, they want to push back in. 3v3 is going to be a tight one here. Senna, corridor, very good for her. Lands Q on 6 people. It's very powerful. Someday finds impact. Second Q is going to land here as well. And not all reason to go if that W wasn't on cooldown. Gets back to the second half of that one and ends in the sweet spot.
Yeah, it looks juicy. I mean, that's what the matchup looks like a lot. A lot of damage just out by Aatrox in these trades where he chases you down while he has the Qs up. But as soon as he uses it, Gangplank's able to restore health, chug the Corrupting Potion once again, and try and stabilize.
All right, is it going to be a play towards Jensen there? Can they find a shockwave? Can they find an opening? Keep in mind, Impact coming down as well. They know about this, but somebody's cut him off. Gragas right behind. There's shockwave to set it up, but no gank to follow through. Meteos just afterwards there. Interesting to note, we have double GLP in the mid lane. That's been more and more frequent here on these sort of CC setup mid laners. As top laners are fighting back and forth. CoreJJ walking up. That's an ulti down towards double. If decent damage at half HP. Q doesn't quite land. Here comes the rest of the junglers though, as Surenfire kites back, but that's going to be an ulti. Oh, doesn't quite separate him. Surenfire turns left enough. Get away from the knockback.
Yeah, decently low cooldown to fish with. This 3-on-3 on top side is actually just perplexing that they keep on fishing around for it here. Surenfire and Meteos, though, both just planting themselves up here. Surenfire, round 4, comes around for another sweep. Through ward once again. Both teams have had wards the whole time here, so.
Okay, and they find this one now as Stunt walks in, grabs the play, there's body slam on top. Core cannot bring him to safety. Go for double clip a little bit, but Rama can't quite find the slow. A 1-for-0 all the same.
No sweep in the bush means that extra information for 100 Thieves 100% ready to react to this play here. Ryoma even teleported up there to make sure there's no counter kill onto Stunt. And after the successful play once again, literally every objective in this game, controlled by 100 Thieves.
Everything so far, we're 69 minutes in. They are on a perfect game pace against TL. A very impressive early start for them. The recall comes through with second Herald.
All right, Surenfire's attempt number 4 here over the ward. Stunt is going to take this opportunity to flash in and secure the lockdown after the ward hop has already been used. And then once CoreJJ eats up Surenfire, you have 0% chance of dodging a hook. Your mobility is out the window, so he's able to land that on CoreJJ after the Devourer goes down, and even though they save Surenfire, there's no saving CoreJJ. Here we go, bottom side. Sunday's got to dodge the Q, and he does.
Just away from the Surenfire Q. Has the E back and cooldown, gets to kill a ward. That was close. So, back on the map. 3,000 gold difference. Third Drake spawns right about now. And 100 Thieves has absolute control of the bottom river. Bot lane's pushed in. Mid lane's getting pushed in first as well. Herald Summon might knock down the plate first. TL is around at a bend, but not willing to play up for this one. That's going to be a dead turret here on top of this one. Infernal Drake is theirs for the taking.
Yep, they can continue to push ahead here, get another charge off of Shelly, even finish off the turret because they're showing Jensen topside. Even though he has teleport, not going to use it. 100 Thieves get 2 turrets out of that Rift Herald and will retreat for a Soul Point Infernal Dragon.
But the important thing is Team Liquid gets the moral victory of claiming an objective. Yes, you killed 2 turrets. We killed 1. Perfect game off the table. Team Liquid removed that black mark from the record, but they have a lot of work to do to catch up right now.
Guys, talking about with Riv last weekend is manageable goals, achievable goals for yourself. Freak.
Achievable goals.
There you go. Breaking the perfect game.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah. It's like, did I wake up today? Success. You know?
Did Double Lift clear a minion wave with Senna today?
He did.
Without dying? Success.
Hasn't died yet. 182 CS, highest of the bot laners. So not too bad for him right here. Monday Night League, remember, Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific. Tune in. It's a great show.
And can we just go over the problems now in this game that are going to plague Team Liquid? Why there is such a low chance that they actually come back? Because their team relies on playing much more of the map, they cannot group up to contest these dragons. The next dragon coming through, an Infernal Soul, is so powerful, 400 Thieves, and the risk 200 Thieves as setting up for it is minimal. Meanwhile, what do Team Liquid have to force any sort of play on 100 Thieves with? It has to be picking off someone out of position with a cross-map Tom Kench plus Gangplank ultimate, maybe Senna or Syndra snares. But aside from that, aside from 100 Thieves giving and presenting Team Liquid with an opportunity, this should be 100 Thieves with a very stable setup as the Dragon, as the Baron approach.
All right, then my eyes are on what Team Liquid can do
Can
to
they get the
turn
pick?
this around in the next 3 minutes. Soul points can be hard to fight for. Maybe some in the mid side. Hoping Devil was in the brush. He is not. Cannot pick that man up. And there's a shot over the top side. Jensen gets the kill on a Ryoma setup there by Schernfire.
There they go. They find the straggler freak, presenting an opportunity, achievable goal. They pick off Ryoma. Orianna goes down, and that gives them some room to work with. Bottom side of the map, 100 Thieves can take the consolation prize of the blue buff for themselves, but that is going to be about it. That's rebuttal there from Team Liquid.
Yeah, but that's piece by piece what they need. 6 kills like that is the difference in the gold lead. So you do that a couple more times and you are back to tied. And you can fight back from Soul Point. You can still do it. Baron, we know, is alive. And there's still more than 2.5 minutes on that next Infernal Drake.
100 Thieves happy to wait it out. There's no reason to rush anything on the Baron. It's a much more dangerous neutral objective to play around with at this stage. So just wait on the Infernal Drake spawn. Ward yourself up. Make sure that Team Liquid will have to come at you through one of these corridors. It's actually a little bit helpful that's an Infernal map. So some of these walls have been taken out. Usually we'll point out that Orianna ultimate is so good for the team controlling Dragon because the Orianna ball can be placed in one of those 2 areas that lead up to the Dragon when you have control of the Soul spawn. But there are a couple more avenues now that the Infernal Dragon has laid waste to the Rift. A little bit more room for Team Liquid to work with.
Yeah, it's actually very useful.
Yeah, maybe they can actually find their way in. Otherwise, the Orianna and Gragas AoE abilities, very difficult to manage around. Top side of Felio should get that turret uncontested for 100 Thieves, though, as they take down the last outer.
All right, count down the seconds. 85 until Infernal Drake spawns. That's the climactic team fight of this game. If Tio can win it, it's the sign that they have turned the corner and can keep doing so. If 100 Thieves win, it's probably 9-10. They close out with the gold lead in the Soul. Now a fight in the top side. Ulti's traded back and forth. His top laners on the bottom side of the map. The Nuggets coming through, and someday it's not even close. Doublelift's ult came in after he died. TL, you played together for 2 years. Where's the coordination?
And I thought for sure not only the Senna ultimate coming through, but Impact has flash. I thought for sure he was flashing that Q. That third Q for sure, because Someday had been playing the range there on Aatrox really well. Keeps landing these sweet spots. But Impact never uses the flash. The Senna ult never comes through. He loses the 1.5 versus 1. Take a look at it, yeah. I saw you in that brush, Impact. So he goes in for it. Barrel does land. And even though they're fighting in the ultimate the whole time, Conqueror proc for Someday. He keeps his range. He backs up. Impact goes down. He lands the last Q there. They finish him off. And nicely played by the 100 Thieves top laner.
Yep.
opening themselves up for a possible setup here. Teleport back out to the map. Vito's trying to run those minions as close to the base as possible to give them that lead-in vision of Team Liquid with the Dragon approaching.
All right, big window here for 100 Thieves to make their mark on the league.
This is it.
Take down one of the top teams in the early power rankings. The ward's going to be theirs to kill. Mid lane, TL can maybe clear it first. They got to be respectful of this.
And remember, the Team Liquid lineup here, they have to land.
Oh my gosh, this fight isn't close, but the flash isn't even enough! Someday is taking over the matchup.
Some daddy right there as he just takes down Impact. You don't want to see the flash like that, Freak.
No.
Worst possible use of a flash for a one-on-one. When an auto attack is started, by the way, you can flash to break the damage if you flash into Fog of War. That is the only way. You have to flash out of vision of the enemy team. If you flash when it has already started the auto attack, though, you'll die every time as long as the team still will have vision of your champion. So Someday wins the back-to-back 1v1s versus Impact, and they'll take the Dragon without effort.
Somebody's on a ward. Impact.
Yeah.
Just early.
Yeah, early on the barrel, so he doesn't get that. Chain lands for Someday. He gets, once again, sweet spots on all cues, and then there's no escape for you. Someday chases him down.
Yeah, already got started.
Boom. Surenfire can just watch. There's nothing he can do to that massive Aatrox.
Stunned a little damage. Oh, but the barrel pulls Core right back into the range. There's the hook as well. The slows. The shield is on. Saved by Doublelift. Good spells there. Still a very injured Tom Ken. Idios is stunned. Oh, nice. Zonias gets away. Jensen's rooted, but they're not in range for the follow-up.
And you see, Team Liquid still have a decent amount of offensive possibilities, but they are all these very long range, high damage. We got to pick somebody off and kill them at range before we engage for the full team fight. Syndra long range stuns, Senna snares with the Gangplank ultimate. These types of things have to come together on the same targets for Team Liquid to be able to earn themselves a numbers advantage that they can then use to turn this game around. Otherwise, 100 Thieves here with their Infernal Soul should be turning their eyes towards the Baron area, trying to move their vision over. Currently, they do have some vision protecting Someday's split push here, which is going very well for them. But they need to transfer some over to the Baron area to try and bait Team Liquid out of safety.
Okay. Baron on the map. Top side wards being fought over, but still decent ones there for Team Liquid. They might have caught Meteos. Just flashes, doesn't take the lane. I don't know if the Syndra Q stops for some reason, but just simply flashed away.
All right, side lane pressure commencing 400 Thieves as well. Look at the mini-map, pushing both sides in. Someday owns that 1v1, and on the top side as well, they sent Ryoma up there on the Orianna to push that in so they can then collapse to the Baron and control this area. Because once again, big thing for Team Liquid, if 100 Thieves do group up, if you say, oh, why don't they just go siege up on 5 members on one of these inhibitor turrets, because they do have their strengths in range and a lot of these barrel chains, Syndra stun, Senna snares, that is the prime opportunity for this team to make a comeback. And 100 Thieves don't want to hand it to them. Impact has lost several big 1v1s to Somedays thus far, but if you make a big barrel chain onto a backline,
Damage stun flashes in, they get an ulti on top, big damage there, a kickback. Buys some time away from Someday. Stunt gets alive as well, but a couple of flashes down, ulti's down on Team Liquid's side. Is that enough to set up for Baron? It's enough to knock down some wards, but there's still a couple in this side of the jungle. Ryoma's hatching one right now.
Yeah, a couple critical ones right there, actually, for Team Liquid. Find them some more time, but Cody Sun will finish off yet another tower as 100 Thieves close more territory on Summoner's Rift. And they still have the control ward inside the Baron as well. Team Liquid are still on that farm for late mentality. We have to wait for the opportunity to present itself from 100 Thieves. Then you focus fire somebody down. They've come very close a couple times here, especially with Meteos. Now Meteos has no flash, but he has been able to upgrade that broken stopwatch into the Zonias. So he's got some sort of defensive opportunities for himself.
Yep. Well, Team Liquid, speaking of defensive opportunities, Banshee's Veil and Edge of Night done on their primary carries here. So not easily hookable, not easily explosive taskable, flash body slam, all those things are, at least the first one, prevented by these options. Looking for a play.
Groupon control ward, baby.
Yep.
It's gonna get
Edios puts in the Q and jumps right away. Doesn't get stunned off there as mid lane control keeps going forward. Oh. Fighting for a Baron 50-50 is a lot safer, I think, than an Elder Dragon 50-50 when you are the winning team. I would not want to contest that latter one.
And
Give them the chance at stealing it.
And the main thing is, they've got Someday in this dominating 1v1 on bottom side. He's level 17 with a Guardian Angel. So I say you continue to apply pressure here. Keep that big strength on the bottom side of the map, far away from the Baron, so you can make Team Liquid more nervous about this.
Oh, Schernfire's caught! One more shot and kill him, but he's barely walking away. A good flow for Jensen as well. Keeps the jungler alive, but a flashless Lee Sin is not as good at stealing Barons as one with it. That might be the pull.
Definitely a big cooldown. The problem is they did take Aatrox away from the side lane here, so they're grouping up on 5 to burn this Baron down, and it's Team Liquid face checking.
They get the vision. They have the GP ult. They have Schernfire with Smite. Is this the play? Do they trust the Smite? How can they mark him? How can they get him out of the pit? Schernfire, gonna take some damage, goes over.
Oh.
Cannot land the Smite. Meteos grabs it right before dying. They should be able to trade the jungler back. There is the kill for a kill. Baron buff on 4. 100 Thieves, just a clean disengage. Lets them siege.
Yeah, they can get Baron empowered recalls off here, reset with that money. That was pretty risky though. Schernfire did get in, had an opportunity inside there with the Baron pit. Well done to secure the Baron 400 Thieves though, and now with the Baron buff, they can actually go break some of these inhibitor turrets.
But TL is going for a tricky play. They're sitting in this rush by red buff, and Someday is gonna walk by the path, but is that the target you want? No, it's gonna be Cody's son. If they're in that brush, Cody's gonna get killed, and he's gone right away. What a play by Team Liquid, and now it's a 4v3 with Elder Dragon alive.
Red buff, baby. Juicy target there. Good call, Freak, on that setup for Team Liquid. They know they don't have a lot to work with, but they also know...
Oh! Red buff, no! The Elder Dragon stunned him!
Get back home, quick!
But again, 4v3. Now, Meteos is alive, but now so is Schernfire. So it's still 5v4. Smites on both sides. Impact forced away. 100 Thieves can fight for this one, but TL need to make this work. They know without Cody's son, they can win the team fight.
Impact getting chased down by Someday again.
Just heroics from the top
Oh
side.
my gosh.
An auto and a Q would kill him. Saved by Core, explosive. Okay, but it's a dragon reset. And it's 5 seconds on Cody's son. Honestly, buying time is all that 100 Thieves needed. Lantern back to safety. They defuse the situation.
Yeah, you're not going to grab an objective as powerful as Elder Dragon on Someday's watch. With level 18 now achieved by the 100 Thieves top laner. Guardian Angel Aatrox for the 2-level lead on literally anyone in the game. Elder Dragon will be secured by 100 Thieves.
It looks like top lane is impacting this game, but the other one I see is on 100 Thieves side. Level 18 doing a lot of split pushing, 3-0-1. And an Elder Dragon on with still a minute of Baron buff for 100 Thieves.
All right, this has got to be inside the base now. 31.5 minutes. Someday's already on the turret here, buffing up the cannon minion. It will slowly do its work as the rest of 100 Thieves go straight through mid.
That is a turret dropping rapidly. There's still some minions around and a lantern just in case Cody needs it. Turret falls. Someday's in the bottom side, ready to split push as well. Mid inhibitor's gonna drop. Still 30 seconds on Baron buff and the Elder Dragon on for 2.5. He just wants to find a little bit of poke. Doesn't get it, they can re-siege again. Yep, the next wave. Top is a little far away. Bot just lost theirs.
And actually, you cannot go give move speed to minions anymore, so you just kind of have to wait.
Yeah, they just walk so fast natively that it doesn't really matter. Move speed increases with game time, and it's enough that Baron buff essentially doesn't do anything in that regard. Stun takes a bit of damage, but he's happy to frontline. He looks for Iron on. Ulti not gonna land there from Cody's son, but second turret is gone. Second inhibitor follows suit. Still more than a minute and a half on the Elder Dragon buff. TL should not be willing to fight this, but when will they? Because their base is still losing members. Top lane, maybe the easy target for 100 Thieves. They can walk over there without too much difficulty. They're gonna go now.
Yeah, there's no reason to stop this push. They still have Elder Dragon for another minute and a half. left to themselves. And with that execution plus the Infernal Soul, their firepower is
So high.
3 times as high as Team Liquid. Let's go with. All right.
Higher. It's certainly higher. I don't know about 3x, but it is wave clear. With Baron buff gone, the minions are squishy, and a Gangplank ult helps to clear the wave. New one coming in 15 seconds. Cody Sun easily knocks this one down. Wave clears with the red gun. It gives him the extra shield on top. A little bit extra tanky. Again, goes for some turret damage there. Lands poke once in a while. Lands hits away, and he's going to get shot at. When does the re-engage happen? Less than 1 minute on Elder Dragon. Can Team Liquid withstand this wave as well? So far, yes, but someday in the bottom lane knocks down yet another turret. He's splitting them apart, and now some backdoor damage comes in for Cody Sun. But now they might have caught Someday. Does he have the damage kill impact? A single Q would get him, but they can't get it in range. And Guardian Angel is down. Here comes the rest of the squad, though. Will they find the stun? No, it's too early, but Jensen couldn't stay any longer. And they siege now towards the mid lane. 5v5, but there's some low health bars. What's going to come through? Core! He's nearly at death mark right there.
Surefire's about to get executed, too.
Yeah.
Can't be walking around with low health bars when the Elder Dragon buff's still on the enemy team.
Well, 1,500 gold roughly per 100 Thieves members. 6,000 gold in pockets. That wasn't stats. They take the reset. They say, look, we crushed most of your base. We'll cash in the 7,000 gold lead. I don't think they have to wait for Baron, but they might choose to.
Yeah, I really like keeping up the pressure. I would say you get your reset off, go spend your cash quick, but immediately head to top side, apply pressure. You will slowly finish this game. There's only one Nexus turret left, so Team Liquid cannot leave these super minions unattended. Yeah, I like this for 100 Thieves. Don't wait around. Immediately move on up to the top side. You can play it slow at this top turret. Don't risk anything. Absolutely do not go for a dive because Team Liquid, time is against them. Team Liquid want an instant fight. They want mistakes. They need action now.
We're going to hope they can find it right there as Elder Dragon buff is gone. It's, aside from gold, equal footing. I guess the Infernal Soul, I guess, helps as well. Not quite equal footing, but look at that damage. Yeah, the Chakram turret doing nicely. 2 autos will knock that thing down. Does have some regen, but look at this. Puts a new one down. Hit, hit, hit. Gets killed by the turret, but easy wave for Cody Sun.
All right, they have to go now. Turret's about to fall. One more shot. It does.
Oh, it is gone. Stunt. Drops a bit low. Here comes the ulti. Does a little bit of damage. Doubles the half health right now, and an open inhibitor is the target. Surenfire forced to ward hop away from Sunday. Root's going to land from Double's side. All inhibs are gone. Baron is alive. They want it. To play the slightly risk-averse style, you run into that top jungle. You take a recall for stunt, you walk him back into the map. And Team Liquid now, without anything but a single turret inside their base, have to deal with 3 dead inhibitors.
Yeah, they've got a minute left on the mid inhibitor, which is going to come up first. Baron started up now, though, so you got to rush for it. You got no time.
They don't know that's Surenfire. Now they do. He's slowed, though. And they're pushing him so far away. Shockwave was burned for that when he ward hopped away from it. But Surenfire's a little bit far away. He can body slam into the pit. There's the ult, explosive cast, but he can get back in. Can he get it? Oh, it's stolen by Jensen. It's a bad fight for Meteos, his first big misplay of the game.
I really do not like even getting Baron low, though. To me, you just wait on Baron and dare Team Liquid to come out of their base. Look at these super minions. I said, Team Liquid, the time is against them. If you just make them wait here, if you pull off a Baron, no damage, stop damaging, then the minions will take care of the work. But they burn the Baron down. There's an opportunity. Meteos smites it at 900, and it's picked up by a Syndra Q. Team Liquid have Life Freak.
A little bit, but it's just the vestiges of it. 30 seconds, 25 on Elder Dragon. The gold lead, 4,500 is not insurmountable at this stage of the game. The inhibitors are respawning in mid. Bots soon after. TL will likely try to fight for Elder here.
Yeah, and now they've got Baron buff. They've got inhibitors respawning for themselves, so they don't feel nearly as pressured as they did at that Baron.
Top bot waves are still pushing in, and a single Nexus turret cannot defend that. 100 Thieves can still play the time game here. They can also look for the re-engage. Oh, it's not going to land. Hook, not either. Surenfire by himself. That Flake could have killed if he didn't ward hop in time. Bottom inhibitor now back up, but top wave has 2 supers on it. Meteos chunked down below half HP, though. Double's getting some good poke with Rapid Fire Cannon and Duskblade.
Impact can go and answer, though. He's got teleport. He's got Gangplank ultimate. Team Liquid have options.
Stunt's got to be careful, taking some pretty big damage there. Glacial Augment helping to find extra shots now as well. And Team Liquid, you can see what they can do. The chance to win is actually there. Down so far the entire game. That steal from Jensen, just what they needed. Still a hard one to win. A nice save there by Core JJ. 100 Thieves, they realize now how tense this game has gotten. They don't have that same confidence in their movements. Trying to find some poke, trying to find some damage. Top wave got cleared by Impact. He's back with the team, at least able to be. But now Someday split to the bottom side. Once again, back to what worked before. Top difference has been a big factor in this game.
Problem is, Gangplank scales so insanely well, will become a very big team fighter if this stalling keeps going. Impact, now he's got Infinity Edge. He's got armor penetration for himself. He scales really, really well compared to the Aatrox, who is decent, but has to be this flanking bruiser.
Really good ult, though. Movement speed when you cast it, runs right away from the 3v1. That is a non-combat ult down. That's not even that big of a loss here for Team Liquid.
They're on the prowl.
The flash as well for Ryoma. Get away from Churnfire. Osa knows combat. And the mid laner survives, but that is the inhibitor doing work. They don't stop the recall, so one gets back to base. Impact again to clear the wave. So now, again, 5v4. 100 Thieves gonna try to make this one happen yet again. Can they bait Team Liquid in? Here's the ult. Again, it misses for Cody, though. They don't find the poke. And the Dragon resets, and Impact just takes the wave, farms back up, gets to level 18. And once again, 100 Thieves are gonna try. They've got Ward Control yet again, and Team Liquid not willing to fight for it.
These are the steps that I was talking about for the previous Baron setup for 100 Thieves. You make the enemy team come out, you do not get the Baron low until this critical point. Once they show their defenses, once they channel their recalls, then you can take your objective. So now, 100 Thieves, Elder Dragon, number 2. They should be able to march through. Inhibitors are exposed. The only tower, there's 0 towers left actually. That thing went down to the super minions. There are 0 towers left on the map for Team Liquid. So this should be an open field for 100 Thieves. With the Elder Dragon execute, with the Infernal Dragon Soul, can they make it happen? Team Liquid's range must be respected, though. Barrel chains, Syndra stuns.
Yep. Double Lift has more kind of items inventory, but Cody stuns are of higher quality if you compare the marksman down there. And mid lane-wise, you can see control wards in one slot, stopwatch in the other. Still this 5,000 gold lead for 100 Thieves, the Infernal Soul, the Elder Dragon Burn all on top. Should still be a team fight win for the blue team in most cases. But you've seen TL be wily in these ones. Knocked down one of the Banshees Veils. Looking at the re-engage from Jensen, finds some damage there. Where's the play? It's Someday behind. They know he's there, though. Meteos again chunked down. Rapid Fire Cannon, Senna. If you auto into instant Q, you can get both off with the extended range and do about 1/3 of someone's health. Doublelift doing a lot of poke. Shockwave on 2. Is it enough? Ult comes in. Core doesn't save Doublelift. The stopwatch to re-engage. The ult over the top as well. Is it enough? Cody Sun burns his own stopwatch. Into the back lane goes Someday. He gets 1. He's gonna get 2. He's looking for number 3. Doublelift tries to make the big plays. It's kill after kill after kill. Someday picks up the Quadra, and 100 Thieves will knock down Team Liquid.
Thanks, Someday. What a performance. 100 Thieves demolish Team Liquid in the early game. Meteos getting the better of the jungle in Fade, roaming and working super well with Stunt.
Yep.
Stunt's Thresh finding critical picks for them to get all these objectives added up. But towards the late game, we were just saying Someday, 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 over and over again. This guy earning advantages for the team in critical moments. And 100 Thieves take down Team Liquid.
Beautifully done. A 3-2 start to the record. One of those losses to the best team in the league in Cloud9. 100 Thieves fans, hold your heads up high. This team is looking better week over week over week. Looking like a playoff caliber squad right now. Smiles in the faces. That level 2 roam by Stunt was incredible. The rest of the jungle from Meteos was incredible. and then the late game was top difference.
As a jungler, watching Meteos stick around off of that blue invade from Lee Sin, level 2 red buff, and getting the smite, that is a like, you go, man! I'm tired of getting pushed around the jungle, and Meteos is tired of it too. He's able to get that smite. He loops back around after Surenfire shows mid.
Beautiful.
That's some jungle justice. That game was jungle justice.
Jungle justice for the Gragas. Nothing but praise for 100 Thieves right there. The one slip up, and it gave me a lot of worry for them, was that Baron play where the smite came in too early, Jensen got a steal, and when you stabilize with dead inhibitors, you get so much golden XP back, your players all catch up, and it's very easy to catch yourself off guard and take the wrong fight and lose from there. 100 Thieves held it together, they found the next fight, they won the game, and well played to them. Now we're going to send down to Avli, who's ready to hear from the Menace in the top lane.
Menace, he is Freak. Thanks, guys. Someday, congratulations on the win. First thing that I need to ask you is tell me what was going on in that final play, because you swung around, flanked him, and picked up the Quadra.
Yeah. My positioning was like flanking, so they didn't see my positioning. And even if my team, everyone's dead, I just killed everyone.
Yeah, that you did, buddy. Earlier last week, we heard Papa Smithy say, now listen, there's Scrim someday, and then there's Stage someday. And Stage someday is just a monster, and you prove that here today. So what happens when you step on stage that makes that change?
Actually, I'm not sure what's changed to me, but if you look at the person, like face, you cannot see like every personality, so it's kind of hard to thinking.
And I was under the impression, we saw that Coach Zix said that he was sick with the flu this week. So did that change preparation at all with having Joseph move into that head coaching position?
Yeah, because Tony really good at making us like group, like one. But when our assistant coach just Joseph doing was like kind of messy, like draft to like sometimes going crazy, but we just won, so it's good.
It's fine. You have that veteran experience. You can basically lead him as well as some of your other teammates. Speaking of which, Ryoma said that you are very important in teaching him some laning and also, I guess, some other very important information. So when you look at him as this rookie who's entering the scene, do you see a little bit of yourself in him, or does he remind you of you when you were first starting out?
Yeah, because I debuted when I was really baby, and I can see the Ryoma, and he's still baby now. So he have to grow up, so I'm helping him a lot.
Help that baby grow. Okay, here's the final question. This is actually something a little bit fun. I heard that you, your assistant coach Joseph, and Ryoma all went out and got matching haircuts and perms. So what can you tell me about that? Because we need to know.
Last time, I didn't get perm, and I got Aatrox 06, and I'm 7-0 now. So maybe perm power.
Perm power, you heard it here first. We don't need the bowl cuts anymore. Someday, thank you so much, and again, congratulations. That's it for us here. Back to the guys at the State Farm Analyst Desk.